business model of quality and convenience and value, some businesses have gone and created a new form of service to their community. And they don't just take on providing something that most businesses don't offer, but they do it at a level of quality and integrity and core fundamental values that we can be proud to introduce you to on this show. So it is just a privilege to have back on our show Rick Anderson with Nevada Mobile Automotive Service. And mobile in and of itself says convenience. Rick, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I don't think anything is more convenient than having somebody come to you.
Well, that was the idea. Everybody has a shop, but it's inconvenient to bring your car to the shop. So I wanted to do something above and beyond and really take the stress of planning to take your car somewhere, and I wanted to bring my shop to you.
Well, and that's really, just to say that means convenience to a customer. And we can describe some of the different types of efforts that consumers have to go through just to get their car into the shop. And I think some of our listeners go, oh, yeah, I've had to do that to get my car into a stationary shop before. But one of them is taking a day off work, and that means that the cost of their service went up.
Well, exactly. I mean, let me paint a picture for you. You're driving home from work yesterday and you noticed a brake grind in your car, and then all of a sudden now your car's unsafe to drive. And so now you're thinking, well, Monday, or let's back up a day. Let's say it's Thursday. So I can't make it to work tomorrow because my car's unsafe to drive. So you give us a call, and we have brake lathes on our trucks. We can do a full brake job on the spot. We can meet you at home. You'll never have to take a day off work. Or if you're on your way to work in the morning and you notice a brake, your brakes are making an odd noise, and you think if you have a brake noise, it's unsafe to drive. And so you give us a call. We can fix your car on the spot while you're at work. You never have to worry about losing extra. Your time is worth something. And so if you can't go to work, if you can't drive your car, then you're stuck.
Well, and you said it. It's not just that I may not lose a day's wages. I mean, that even if it's my day off, I don't want to lose the value of my time with my family. And there's a value in that as well, to have the convenience of somebody coming to you. And what we want to make sure that our community hears is that just because it's mobile doesn't mean it's good. And in your case, the good, the great, the excellence comes with your mobile service. And
there's others out there that have really taken advantage of this idea, and so therefore we actually have warranties and company policies in place so that if we don't fix your car, you don't pay us.
Well, and let's talk about the quality of your technicians. You have a really skilled crew of
technicians that specialize in brakes and suspension. Electronics, computers, and the more technical side of your car that nobody really wants to think about. There's a whole mess of computers and modules that control everything from
relays, modules.
Yeah, so there's a whole electrical side of it without getting too technical. And we have technicians that specialize in that. And
well, we talked about this before. Your technicians are ASE certified as well.
Certified, yes.
And certification is good to a level. Like, it just means that in some shops, and even in some franchise businesses, that they've gone to a class and received this credential because they completed a course. But we're talking about ASE certified technicians in your shop with actual years worth of hands-on knowledge and experience.
ASE certifications are great because it shows that the technician has taken the time on their own to learn about what they do. But at the same time, like you say, our technicians are hands-on experience. So what a book can't really teach you, we've experienced firsthand and know how to deal with the common problems that come up with your car.
Let's talk about the different types of places that people commonly use you, because you mentioned that people will use you at their office.
Yes. Also at home. If you're a stay-at-home mom or dad and you need your car fixed, but you don't have time to take it in the shop because the kids are coming home on a bus, or we can fix it at your home. We can also, you have more plans. You have errands to run, so you're going to take your second car. You still need your first car fixed. We can come meet you, receive the keys, give you the estimate. You can approve the repair. So we do have to meet you for a quick minute at the beginning, but then you can go on about your business during the day, and we'll fix your car on the spot. We'll take care of the parts running and getting the parts. That doesn't take any extra. That's no extra charge because that's part of the job to repair it. And we'll. You never have to miss a heartbeat. In your day.
I want to share this part because it's not just that you show up and you come and do this. It's that you bring complete shops on wheels. This is not a pickup truck that shows up with a toolbox in the back, some handyman type of business. We're talking uniformed quality equipment and machinery with you.
Well, and that's another thing. Our technicians don't show up in flip-flops and tank tops. We come presentable. We have uniforms. Our service trucks are logoed and also presentable. And inside those trucks, we have full-on shops. Like I mentioned earlier, brake lathes, full toolboxes to work on and to tackle any problem that may be happening with your car that we can address appropriately.
Let's talk about some of the things that people could use mobile service for, because you said, but basically you can come into their home or their office, but they could be stuck on the side of the road and you can come out and get them up and running in sometimes less time than it would take for them to get towed somewhere.
Sometimes it takes longer to wait for a tow truck than it would take us to, let's say you just have a belt break.
Or a hose, or even a water
hose
pump.
Or something. Yeah. And so if we can go and visit your car and find out that it's one of those pretty minor things, then we can fix it on the spot, and then the tow truck's going to get there wondering where your car went because you're already off and driving again.
For the listener that doesn't really know what you can do at their house, they're like thinking that, well, I don't know what we can do. Let's talk about all the things you can do, and if it's what you can't do, what you can do for them.
Well, okay, so some quick things. We already mentioned brakes. Your transmission needs service. We can go and transmission your service. It takes about an hour. We can change your oil. That's a common thing. That's a common service that everyone needs to do to their car. The winter's coming up. We need to start thinking about winterizing our vehicles for the upcoming freeze. So we come and check out the quality and the condition of your antifreeze in your vehicle, service it. Service the flush out the radiator, make sure the quality of your antifreeze is appropriate, and so you're not going to have any. Let me paint this picture. If the if the antifreeze in your vehicle is not up to standard, and we get a freeze, you're going to freeze the engine of your vehicle and
potentially crack it,
and then you're talking about major repairs, not just a service.
Well, and then let's say that some of the other more minor repairs, like if my power window went out or your cruise control's inoperative. I mean, it's just basic everything.
Okay, you're driving home and you notice a check engine light on your vehicle. We have computer diagnostic equipment we can plug into your vehicle, find out. And typically it's a sensor that's gone bad, but sometimes it can be something else. Replace that pesky O2 sensor or something along that line. So we have computer diagnostic equipment all the way to, you mentioned a window regulator. Absolutely. Your
alternators,
starters. That's another common one.
Yep.
Batteries. You wake up in the morning and your car won't start. We can run out to you and just do something simple like as that as well.
Flat tire exchanges and wheel rotations. I mean, it's just basic, just about all of the services and repairs you would need. And if something is greater than that, like where it's going to take a day or two to repair, you still have an option for that.
We do have an option for that. We have a physical location at 2540 Sutro Street. That's where our physical shop is. And so if we have a major engine failure, transmission failure, you need a timing belt done, that's something where we could take your vehicle to our shop and take care of it within a timely manner there.
And you'll pick up and deliver that vehicle.
We will. If your car's not running, that's one of the problems with the stationary shop. When you call in and your vehicle's not running, they say, okay, yeah, bring it down. Well, my car's not running. Well, no, bring it down. So they don't really help you with that scenario. We have a trailer, a flatbed trailer, we can put your car and tow it at it's all about convenience to the customer, to the consumer. And so we'll go and pick up your vehicle, repair it, test drive it, make sure that everything's operating as it should, and then bring it back to you.
And one last thing is the types of vehicles, because it's not just your cars, but you do all the way up to semis.
Yes, we do everything we talked about this earlier. Anything from 4 wheels to 18-wheelers. We do it from A to Z. So
That's Rick Anderson with Nevada Mobile Automotive Service. It's just such a joy to have you back on our show.
It's good to be back. It's fun.
I know that once our community just picks up the phone and tries you once, and please let them know that you heard him on our interviewed on our show.
And also know we've been here for 4 years, so it's not like it's a brand new business. It's not we just didn't open up last week. We've been here for 4 years. We've been continuing to grow, and it's been great in this community.
Well, you're right. Your standalone shop just took on new space, and that really is an indication.
Pretty much doubled in size.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an indication in this business climate, when a business is expanding in this economy, that there's something going on that's right there. And of course, we're endorsing you. We know the quality of the service our community is going to get. And I believe that if people use you once, they're going to find out that they made a good choice.
They do. We care about our customers' welfare and their well-being and their convenience. And that was the whole idea. Again,
please tell them you heard them interviewed on our radio show. And Rick Anderson, Nevada Mobile Automotive Service, the phone number so they can reach you, and the website.
775-200-4669.
And the website is nvmobileautoservice.com.